when I graduated, and I had obviously all the skills that I wanted, but it would have been impossible for me to just, you know, click my fingers and have a business and have my studio set up, because I needed a fair amount of money to be able to do that. So yeah, there was a period of about 6 or 7 years where I didn't really indulge in my creativity at all, almost, because I basically just needed to be earning some money to live off, first of all. That was the most important thing. So once I had the right amount of money, I bought all my own equipment, I found a studio space, so I've ended up being here in the shop, which wasn't part of my original plan, but it's turned out really, really well for me because I have space to work and space to sell direct to the public within the same room, which is quite fortunate. You know, not a lot of artists, makers or craft people would have that. One of the earliest memories that I have is of this little jewellery box, you know, a couple of inches by a couple of inches. And I would just collect beads and sequins and, you know, little tiny sort of shiny things that I could find. And that little sort of box of beads was more important to me than a lot of other things, because it was something that I felt a real connection to, and it was almost like an obsession. I didn't have a choice. Like, I love these things so much, I have to collect them. You know, I have to be sort of, you know, curating that little box. And the older I got, the more opportunity I had to, you know, go out and find those things or buy them for myself. And it's never really stopped, and I'm always buying new materials because I can't help it. There's just something so satisfying about being able to collect your own kind of materials up and then have a selection of things to choose from. The properties that glass has when it's molten is unlike anything else I've ever experienced. I really like the fact that you can be in total control of the material. You know, it kind of does want to do what it wants to do, but I suppose I'm experienced enough now to be able to kind of manipulate it with very small movements and kind of understand the nuance of the material to get it to do what I want to do. And I really enjoy that very close hands-on process. You get that especially using the technique that I do. It's called lamp work. It's basically a gas-powered torch or lamp, and you melt the glass directly in that flame this way. You know, you pick up a piece of cold glass, you melt it, and then cool it again. And you get much more interaction with the material through the entire process. Bead making in general is just really, really fun because the possibilities are endless. There's kind of no restriction in terms of what you can make. You know, there's so many different types of glass available, so many tools. You're only really limited by your imagination. If you're a creative person, you're bound to have a sort of a specialism somewhere that makes itself apparent to you. So it's not necessarily something that I've chosen to do. I came across glass making and I just found that I was captured by it, and I thought, you know, this is an opportunity for me to make hopefully a career out of doing something that I really enjoy, for new ideas and new items. And I don't think I'm ever going to stop making new things, because I think having a creative mind like mine, you can never just stop. You're always thinking of new ideas, you're always wanting to experiment and progress and grow.